2015 has started off to be quite a bit of a wet year in Austin, but not so much in the hill country. Good news for us, El Nino is somewhat kicking in, and that's going to help us with a little bit more of a wetter April, May, and hopefully during the summer. We have Bob Rose here from the LCRA. He's going to talk a little bit about El Nino and its effects here in Central Texas. What can we expect over the next several months with the potential of more rain?
Well, typically with El Nino, we tend to see a pattern of above normal rainfall that lasts through the late spring, through May, and maybe even into early June, which is really good news because that's typically a wet time of the year for us anyway, but it tends to cause even more rainfall than normal. So that would be great to have a wet spring then going into summer. Then possibly later on this year as we go into fall, we'll look for another pattern of above normal rainfall as well.
Oh, that's great. So several months of this. And, hopefully the hill country will kind of get in on this action as well.
Right. For much of the fall and the winter period, while the hill country has seen some rain, it hasn't been nearly as much as what we've had in the Austin area. But with the addition from El Nino and more storms coming in out of Mexico and out of the southern U.S., I do think that we will see a better chance for rain across the hill country going through the spring and into early summer.
One thing we want to point out, not only are we going to see above rain chances, but we also have the potential for severe weather.
That's right. We're moving into what is typically our biggest portion of severe weather for the year here in Central Texas, where we're talking about hail, we're talking about high winds, tornadoes, and especially flash flooding. So with the thought that this is going to be a fairly wet spring and early summer, especially for flash flooding, we really need to keep our eyes open to that and for the potential for flash flooding and then also the hail and the tornadoes as well.
Well, hopefully we're going to see a lot more rain, and we'll definitely be in contact about what's going to happen up in the Highland Lake system if this does happen. And if you want to know more about El Nino, you can go to our website at twcnews.com. We have a full interview talking all about it. I'm meteorologist Mary Wasson in Austin at the LCRA.